Hi guys, it's me Karen. Welcome back to my channel. Today we've come to do part 2 of the little snail we're working on. Move that book for a second. In the Rita Berman book of the Land Above Water. I don't know. Title of the book. I just know it's the land one. So we're doing the little snail here. And in part 1 we colored him in. And now I'm looking for colors for the leaves. So I went in here to find some greens. So I'm thinking in this kind of tone. These two kind of look very similar. So I think I'll go with 102. We are working with the South Sun pencils. Make sure we got the right one. Yep, 102. Use my little card that I was using the other day, and I'll put some color down on 102. I can't pick up the card. So there we go, that color. And then we'll probably need a lighter color. Let's see what this one is. Yeah, that'll work. This one is 148, kind of for the veining on it, and then a mid-tone between those, still in kind of the olivey browner greens. This is all I have here. So either 127 or 65. Depends on which one I get to first. 66. Do I have another selection of green over here? Okay, what did I say? 127 or 122. Here's 127. Yeah, that'll probably work. Not sure. 127. And just in case, we'll get the 65 out if I can find it. This one's 65. No, that's a little too green. Okay, so we'll try to work with these. And we're doing some leaves, so move that out of the way. Mainly this leaf here is going to be our first tackling. It's the biggest leaf. It's on top of the snail. We may even throw in some, I am so sorry if I'm moving the camera, throw in some of those browns that I had just to darken it, so I will get those ready to come out too. I'll just pull them out and save them in a spot. So those are the colors we had before. They may go in the leaf also. So what we're going to do is start with the lightest color. The leaf is upside down, so you're looking at the back of the leaf here. These up here, you're looking at the front of the leaf. So we're going to color the vein on this a brighter, lighter color, and then darken it as we go. So the lightest color will go on in this area. So how is everybody today? Hope you're enjoying it. We have a nice sunny day. It's just going to go up and around and down to the lantern. Now you'll notice a little difference here. I painted inside the lantern. I forgot to paint in there because it's a clear lantern. So I put black paint in there from the other day when you saw it. So there we go. We'll put some darker spots there. The darker it's just by pushing the pencil harder on the paper. And maybe a little up here. Okay, now we're going to bring in our mid-tone. I have this in the wrong spot, so it keeps hitting the book. So this is, I'm sorry, I had the paper over here before. So the first color we used, this light color, was the 148, and now we're going to use the 127. And we're just going to darken up or green up these edges here. And maybe in between where I didn't put too much color. And blend those together. I did say we were using the South Sun pencils, right? They're the ones with the interesting and confusing name, because the pencils themselves say Brutfuner, but the box said South Sun. So they are an oil-based pencil and a budget-friendly one. And I think they work really nicely. The only problem is they don't have color names on their pencils, they just have numbers. So this one is 102. So we're going to use the dark one here. And we're going to place this on the leaf itself, under or beside the veins that come down, because we want those lighter than the leaf. So we'll get that down in there. Okay, gotta turn the book a little bit. I'm going to pull some of that down into this area, just lightly. Okay. I'm going to darken here. Just because this looks like a ruffle in it, and I'm going to highlight that area, and I'm going to highlight that area, and highlight that area. Okay. This would be really pretty if you're doing a fall picture, to do this leaf in multicolors. Like little reds and browns, which I probably still will bring in. Okay. There are lines here, and I'm going to darken the tip in here of each line. Leave that part light, and just where the line is, I'm going to darken that little corner and then pull it out. Just giving our leaf some dimension here. Really darkening it in that corner, along within here. And then it's kind of hard to see these lines, but we're just going to darken some and bring out a line if there isn't one, just so you can see those. You might want to get in pretty close so you can see your little corners there. Okay. Keep it all on the one side So if you start with it up on the top of these, you want to keep them all that way. Just keeping them all cohesive. It's a little tiny there. Okay. We're going to bring in the medium color, which is the 127, and just kind of go over what we just did. Pull it out a little further than you did with the other one, leaving this portion up here white. I want to kind of go in the direction of the veinage. Darken that one up a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to bring in the lightest color, which is the kind of yellow color. That's 148. We're going to go on the tips here. Bring that color lightly down over that white, not all the way, but all the way on everything else. So you're just kind of going over it, doing it lightly. I know it sounds like it's scratchy, but it's an oil-based pencil. There we go. Bring it all the way up here. Okay, we're going to get one of the browns. And if we look at the browns, I think we would like to pull in either this one or this one. So what do we have? 110 is this one. And I'm going to put it in where it's the darkest and the deepest. So we're going to get some color under there, some color in here, and down in here. Just adding in a little bit of the shadowing areas, a little darker. We're going to take it up here into this stem up here too, and just kind of deepen that yellow up a little. And down here. Okay. And we should have 88 here. And we're going to bring some of that into the tip and just go up the stem a little. Just in some spots. So if we did it here, we're going to want to do some up here. And then we'll do some over on this side. And a little in here. Bring that also down on the veining, or the ribbing you can call it. And that just adds in another pretty color. Okay, on the tips here, we're just going to bring in the blender. Make sure the tip is clean. You can sharpen these too if you want. And I'm just gonna go over the color lightly here and just bring it up onto that. Go over the whole leaf. You're not putting too much pressure on this. It's light, but you're going to bring some of that green with it. Green and the yellows. Get them all mixed together. Take the white out, but it's still there. It's the lightest color. Go over everything, get it blended nicely. And there we have our first little leaf. And we only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 of the ones on the outside to go with, and probably 10 in here. I'll try to make these a little more simple, but that is our outstanding front and center leaf, so I wanted to kind of make that one a standout. Okay, we have this leaf here, and there's 4 of these, so we'll do one of these. There's one of these. We got 4 of those, and I will have to do, maybe we'll do these set over here because that leaf over here isn't very much in the show. So we'll do this one, this one, this one, and one of these sets, and we'll do the flowers here, and then I'll do the rest of those off camera. So we'll just get you down a little closer to that one, and we will do this leaf. We're going to do them basically in the same colors, but in different different patterns. So some of them will use all 3 colors, some of them will only use 2 colors. Maybe we'll bring in another color. Let me see what we got in here. Sorry. Here we have a 29 that would look nice with these 2, so I'm going to pull that out if I can find that one. Numerical order would be better. But I don't have them in that, so I have to look through 2 sections of green to find a 29. Here we go. And I'm going to sharpen it since we don't have very big spots here. This one I used a lot on some picture. Ooh, I like that one too. Oh, it's a metallic. Are we all sharpish? We're sharpish. 130. Where's 130? That's what I get for not being organized enough here. Sorry about that. Where is 130? Hmm. 130 looked like a good color for me. but I'm not finding it. I've got 138. $140. Plain old 30. Well, we'll skip it. Well, all right. Found my 130. What did I do with my little card? So it's a really nice dark green with some brownish tone to it. And I'm going to go in here. I'm going to add it in this leaf too. Okay. I'm going to go down onto this leaf here. Now that I played around with that one. And we are going to, let's see. Kind of in this area, we're using the same color, 130, the one that we just used up here. We're going to do that on these big leaves. So we're going to go in this area and then just bring it up. Let's see, we'll do it on this one, real nice and dark, and then we'll do it on this one. Kind of go up one side, then we'll do this one, and go up on one side. Just a little bit in the next one down. So every other leaf on this one. And off the page we go. Nice and dark. Okay, we'll bring some down on this one. Just on the tips. There's a tiny bit of color down in there. Okay, and the next color we'll use on that will be 127. There we go, 127. And then we're going to bring that in there. Okay, then we're going to bring in the blender and just blend that. Okay, then we're going to bring in 39. And just kind of go over all of it. Bring in a little bit of the 148. and the 102. And darken up one side of that. Okay. Next leaf. We're going to do this kind of in a lighter color. So we will start with the 148. We have light coming down, so we want the top of this leaf kind of lighter than the rest of it. We should probably add in some of that on that part of the leaf too, because the light will come down a little bit. Okay, this is just going to be a two-tone leaf, so we'll bring in the, what I got? How do I have a 28? 29. Did I even put a 29 on here? No, we did. 29. I don't know about you guys, but I hate going off the edge of the paper. No getting around it though. Okay. I'm going to go back in with the lighter color and just go over the top of that. And we'll bring in a little of the 130 just in the corner. Going up that line a little bit. And go straight up the middle. Okay. If you want, you can bring in the blender again. Just make sure you get it nicely blended there. And there's that leaf. All those leaves will be done that way. All those leaves will be done that way. And then this leaf here is going to get 127. Just putting a little more pressure on this side, and then we'll go up it with the number 148. And bring in a little 39 down in here. And there we go. So we got those leaves. And this one. We're going to go up here with the 39. Around that berry. It'll be down on the same on this leaf over here. Then we'll bring in number 130. Right off the edge of the book again. Okay, then we will bring in, I got 127. And then we will go in with the light 148. Back in with the 127. Just blend that up a little better. Then we'll bring back in the 39, just to darken around the whatever this is. It's like a pod of something. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna get off camera and do the rest of those leaves, and then we'll come back and we'll do the flowers, the berries, this little dude, and we'll see how much time we have to do the rest of my snail. Okay guys, we're back and all the leaves are done for the most part. Still a little messing to do with that one on the corner. It's really small and I keep going off the edge, but I mean that's for the most part. What we're going to do is like these berries and flowers here, and I'm going to bring in some blue purple colors. So I want to keep them kind of in the same tone, so we're going to look through the purples here and the blues. Okay, I like that blue though, whatever that one is. 128. Oh boy. The more I'm working with these pencils and the more I have to go through and find just the names. 129. I think I will end up putting these in numerical order, because trying to find them like this is ridiculous for me. Okay, they kind of went in the green tones and then in the blue tones, so it should be in this section. 128. Oh man. There we go. 128. I am going to get out another little cardy thing, if I have one. And come on. There we go. So we got out 128. That one's that one. I like that. I'll just move all these pencils around. I kind of like this purple here too. That's 117. Okay. 32 is a good one. Where in the heck would 32 be? Mm-hmm. $32. And then like a really kind of bright blue here. This one, 116. There we go. I know it's not really bright, but it's very blue. I'm going after kind of a blueberry color for the berry type things. And the only other color we want is, where's the other card? Let's see, is this 110? Yeah. Add in a little of that. So we're bringing in some of those colors, and the 88. Okay, and probably a little bit of green. Okay, we'll put that in, but I don't know if I'll use that. Want a little bit. 127. 127. All that for those tiny little berries. Sorry about that. There's a few of them here, so yeah. We might use that for the flowers here too. So, get down a little bit. Berries aren't very big. We're going to start with the kind of bluish. See if we can find the 116. Okay, we're going to take a little of the blue and put it on a few of these. We'll put it on this one, and then we'll make that one kind of green. There we go. Okay, then we'll add a little bit of the 117. You see this part, 117. And we'll add that on top of the purple or the blue. Oh, sorry about that, my watch making noises. Okay, then we're going to bring in the 110. I'll leave a little bit of color in here. And we'll put a little bit of that on that one that's going to be kind of a greener color. Okay. Add a little bit more over here. There. All right. Now we're going to add the lighter of the purples, so 32. Bring that in. throw in a little, I'll throw in a little of this color, 22. Then we're going to bring in the green, 127. A little more purple in this one. That one's going to be an unripe berry. Then we're going to take our eraser and we're going to put a little highlight on the berries. Like that. And I had a blue out here, didn't I? What color was the blue? 116. 116. Just brighten that up a little. Okay, you can take your blender and just go around them a little bit. And have those blend in. Same on the top. They're just kind of little bluish berries. Now the flowers we're going to do okay, 116, we're going to do them in blue. Hopefully it's blue enough, these little flowers here. So we're just going to go around the edge here and pull that color down. Okay, then we're just going to very lightly bring that in. Do the next one. All these will be done the same way. That one will just kind of go off the edge. We're going to get a little darker blue. Yeah, I think a little darker blue. But maybe just a little black. I don't know. But we're going to see if this will blend towards the middle. Just to do it in a little circle and bring some of that color down towards the center. And just like that. The center of the flower will be done in a black color. I have a black prism out here, so just do that. Okay. These got a little muddy, so I'm going to take a little more of that color out of there. And maybe add in a white, if I can find a white out here. Prisma white here. Let's see if we can't lighten those up just a little bit. There we go. See if we can. Yeah, that looks better. There. Okay. I have no idea what this is other than a bud of a flower, so we're going to do that in probably the purple colors. This is 32. So we'll bring that down, add in the other, which is 117. Then we'll just bring in the Prisma white and pull that color down. Okay, on the top, I don't know if the top should be green or if it should be purple. I'm going to do it purple. We're just going to throw a little color up there. Oh, I think I used blue. Whoops. Sorry. 117. I'll put it on top of the little blend. And then we'll just bring it up with the white. There we go. There's a little spot there that's supposed to be black. We're just going to color it in black. And we're also going to take this black and kind of go around the bulb and up that center piece. So around here and up there. Just so it's dark and kind of showing up that bulb a little bit more. Green for the, so this is 127 stems of these. I'll throw a little pink in there too, just on one side. There we go. Okay, now up here in this area, we can either bring the blue up or the purple up, and I think we can do these in purple. The 117, we're just gonna kind of abstract flowers, right? Just darken one portion of this. And then just lightly color the other side. We're going to add white in here too. So just kind of pick and choose where you want it the darkest. Put more pressure on that and then just lighten your pressure up and come on out. I think that's one too. Doesn't have any swirls in it though. Then we're going to have to do the little green leaves. Oh, these could be roses. I have purple roses. I think I've taken a picture of my purple rose bush on Instagram. We'll do this little guy even though it doesn't have swirls. Anybody else look like it needs to be purple? I think that could be just a little more purple down there. Okay, then we're just going to take the white, go lightly on this side, pull that color up and around. We'll go over the black that we're smearing out of there, just so it's nice blended together and light on one side. There we go. I'll have to sharpen my black pencil. Green. Where's my green card? 130. 130. Where is 130? There we go. We're going to do these coming out. So the stems here. And then we're going to take it up the grass. Hold on a second. Okay. We're going to take it up here. I think it goes up on this side. I don't know about this thing. Underneath here, we're just going to lightly color that. Going up here. Can you see all this? I'm hoping. So I'm putting a little heavier pressure down here and then just bringing it up. I want to make it darker in the darkest areas here. Okay, I got some in this little flower. We'll just go over that in white. Okay. So that was what, 130? We need 102. I have a lot of pencils on my desk. About 108. Where is 108? What is 108? 102. Okay. Go up on this side. A little bit in these. A little of it coming over on this side. that same color coming out on both ends. Then we're going to use, and I have to sharpen it, the light color 148. Yeah. Okay, add that in. And just lightly, I'm just kind of mapping out the colors here. And then down in here, and these I'm going to put a little more pressure on. Okay, missed one. Then we're going to take the white and I'm going to put a little bit more point on this one. Not too much. It's Prismacolor. I don't want the tip to break. Just going to add that in there. Don't want the tip to break, so I just break the whole pencil. Oh well, such is life, right? Wear that down a little bit. Okay. Gee, this one's going to break a lot. I bought a whole set of these, set of 12, 24 something of the whites. This one is just starting to give me a problem. But it's short, so it's okay. Okay. Just going to go around and lighten some of those up. There we go. Go back in with the 148. Brighten some of that. And then the 130 and darken these. Lighten that one back up there. Okay. I'm going to bring in 102. And just throw some of that in there too. This one has got to be the scratchiest pencil in the set. but I like the color, so. I'll put up with it being scratchy. And over here. Okay, I'll be working on those a little bit more, just trying to get the blend, but that's what they're going to kind of look like. We got to do one of these little leaves here. So we'll bring the 102 over. I'll do a couple of these. Bring in the light color. Gonna have the light coming down, so you want to brighten one side of those leaves at least. And then the darker color on 130. Okay, then 29. Okay, those will all be done that way. The little teeny ones, we'll just put a little dark on one side. This is a 29. And then we'll bring in the 148 and lighten those up on the other side. So there they are. All right. We will do a little light here. We need a yellow. Get rid of this book here. That book there, and we're just going to grab a yellow. Yellow. Nice buttery color. It's number 4. We're going to lighten our candle here, or light our candle. We're going to go yellow on one side, and then we're going to bring the yellow out onto the black. And out here a little bit. It's going to glow. It's very light glow. We're going to put some on our little guy's face here. Down the chest. Down on this leaf. Down on these leaves. Okay, then we're going to, with our finger, blend that in a little bit. It's still there. You can still see it, but it's not so greeny with the pencil. We're going to go back over it this way. And then do the same thing. So it's there. You can see it, but it's not too showy. Okay, we'll get some up here on that. More on her face. Down in here. A couple of these leaves will have that. Put some on these. The light might touch the top of these. maybe even in the flower a little bit. Okay, on the shell here, on this leaf. There we go. All right. So I'll just color those leaves like I did these with that little bit of yellow in them. These leaves back here will be done the same. I'll finish off the flowers and then we'll come back and do the houses. Okay, all the berries and bubbles are done. I'm going to do a little more work on this flame, and then I'm going to leave the houses for part 3 because I'll do the houses in the background in part 3. So what we're going to do is bring in these 3 colors, number 1, number 3, and number 74, and we're going to kind of red or flame up the flame. How does that sound? We're going to add a little orange in here. And we're going to add a little, well, let's see, orange is number 3. Number 1 here, which is kind of a red color. And then we're going to add in number 74, which is a really deep red. To get that to look more like a flame. Bring back in the yellow, just to brighten it up a little. Okay, we're going to put a little of this red to over here, just to warm her or him up. Okay, going up here a little bit. Okay, the little light thing it's in needs some color too. So I'm going to bring in number 40. And we're going to add that in here. And then I'll grab some of the browns that we had here originally. So we want 11. This might take me a second and a half to find 11, which is this kind of redder color. And we're going to bring that in. Okay, and 88, if we can find 88. Yay! And that kind of gives us a goldish color on that. And the candle itself is going to need some kind of coloring. And I think I'll do that with a Posca. I have one here on my desk. Make sure it works. Yeah, okay. And we're going to kind of go in here and leave a dot at the end. So draw a line and then heavy dot down there. And that'll look like the wax spilling. Okay. Bring a little up so it looks kind of like it's burning that way. And then we will let that dry and we'll color it a little bit so it doesn't look so stark like that. And like I said, we will leave the rest of this for tomorrow. I did want to mention I put a tiny little blue in here in these flowers. Which one is the blue? The 116. So what I did was I just went on the bottom and brought some of that blue up into these. So we have some blue going up. Wasn't sure what color I was doing the houses. So when I have some of that color moving its way up the pages. Now all these little blank spots that I either didn't color or didn't get painted on, we're going to go over in a dark green just so the white doesn't show up. Just go around and play with it. And that will be it. I will be using a pencil to go over the eyes, the mouth, and all that kind of stuff. I don't color in all the little dots, but we are going to use these pretty pens that I was gifted, the Nouveau glitter markers, and we're going to glitter up the shell and maybe some other pieces in here. I have the kind of red gold colors and a silver one. So we will see how far we get on that. That'll be in part 3, along with some Posca work, and we are going to have him like floating on a something. I wanted to kind of make it look like a cloud, but I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do that, so I'm going to have to practice or something. And then we will be doing some splatters up on the top to mimic stars. So I will see you guys in part 3. I hope you're enjoying. Have a great day, everyone. Bye now.